Hey there, Papercrafters. We are back at CHA's Mega Show 2015 in Anaheim, California. And we are here again with memory keepers. And we're going to take a quick look at some of the really cool things you can make with one of their newest tools. Look at all the different products here and some really large format papers. And then we're going to go back to Tavnir and he's going to tell us what we can do with all these.
Yeah. So this is our template studio, and the idea here is large-scale DIY. Right now, everything that you make, you start with the 12 by 12 piece of paper, you cut it, you roll it through a die cutting machine, you fold it up, and you get these little small things, which is great. But there is a huge trend for large-scale DIY, especially for parties and home decor type projects. And so there's no way to make that until now with our template studio. The idea is using poster board. So you can see, poster board is readily available. You can buy it anywhere in the country. Any grocery store is going to offer it. We also have our designer poster board. We have glitter, foil, craft. We also have a rainbow of colors. And then just using it with our template studio, which I'm going to demo for you, and you can see it really is easy and fun to do.
Awesome. We can't wait to see the demo. All right, so we're going to give you a chance to see the brand new template studio product and take it away.
Okay, so I'm going to make this large box envelope for you today. This would be great for storing 12 by 12 paper, giving a layout as a gift, or any sort of treat that you want to put in there. So it's really a practical size. So I'm going to follow my instructions. Each template comes with a little recipe instruction card. I've done this 100 times, so I know exactly how to do it, and I'm not even going to look at my instructions, but typically I'd have them right in my hand to follow. It's going to tell me to trim my paper down to 22 inches, so I've snapped my template into my mat and now trim my paper down. And then it's going to tell me to line my paper up at 5 inches right here. And I'm going to take this template. And again, all of this stuff folds up. These come apart. The mat is a tri-fold mat, so it folds up. It makes it nice and compact for easy storage. So I'm going to insert this in at the 17.5-inch mark and 4.5 inches right here. Okay. And then I'm going to start cutting. So I'm going to take my cutting blade and I'm going to just cut out this notch right here. And I'm going to take my scoring blade and I'm going to run it along this diagonal score line. I'm scoring it on both sides because I want this to be a dimensional envelope box. And then I'm just going to rotate this around. And if you're familiar with any of our punch boards, like our envelope punch board, you're going to start to realize that this is actually a very similar concept. We've borrowed some of those concepts. So it's really easy to do. I'm just going to repeat the process for all 4 sides. So I'm cutting, and I'm scoring, and then just rotating it around, lining it up at the same point, and cutting and scoring. And so when I'm finished, I can start folding up my box, I can apply my adhesive, and when I'm done, I'll have my nice little envelope box. And again, this is one of dozens of things that our template studio can make.
Awesome, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, so we just finished watching Tavnir put together a really fun 12 by 12 box that you could use for storing paper or giving gifts. Would work for lots of different things, and of course you can make other sizes as well. But I wanted to give you a quick preview of all the different types of attachments for the Template Studio system. So you've got this circle guide, you've got a candy box guide, you've got a flower guide, a file folder guide, a pillow box guide, and a star guide. And of course each of these makes very large versions of these items. So if you're familiar with their other punch board items, and maybe you have one of the punch boxes, the gift box punch board, or you have the pillow box punch board, this is going to do virtually the same thing except on a much larger scale. So to give you an idea about that, let's take a look at some of these items. And you can see that these are very large gift bags that you can create in a really large candy box. It'd be great for decorating at a party or a reunion, or perhaps even around the Christmas tree at Christmas time. It's a great thing to think about for next year. And these are some of the larger poster board types of things that they carry, and then they've also got the foils and the golds, all the really popular items. So we want to thank everybody for joining us again today, and I do want to mention one quick thing. For a lot of the punch boards, they have this blade system, and it is nice to know that you can actually buy this blade separately. For instance, with the pinwheel punch board, I actually misplaced my blade after doing a review of that product, and I did find out from Tavnir that they are going to make that blade available separately, so that's a great thing to know. We'll just take one more look at some of the large-scale products. And once again, thanks We Are Memory Keepers for coming up with some fantastic new tools.